Feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or in pain? Welcome to the Natural Healing at Your Fingertips podcast. I'm Marci here to share bite-sized, effective, and affordable natural remedies for stress relief, emotional balance, and discomfort. Each week, we'll explore easy self-healing tools to boost resilience, vitality, and well-being. When you learn an acupressure point, teach one. Together, we can heal 1 million people using natural healing at our fingertips. Find the #1 acupressure point to calm stress in the show notes, along with other free resources. The tips shared are for educational purposes. Always consult a healthcare provider for any concerns. Let's dive in. I have the answer to a question you might not even know to ask. What is the #1 acupressure point to calm stress and anxiety? It's a point on both wrists called pericardium 6, abbreviated as PC6, and also known as inner gate. This point is a heart protector and my #1 go-to for calming stress and regulating the nervous system. Pericardium 6 is often referred to as a heart protector because of its role in safeguarding the heart's emotional and energetic boundaries. Think of it as a vigilant gatekeeper at the entrance of a sacred temple, your heart. This point stands at the threshold between the outside world and the emotional center of your body, and it decides what energy, emotions, or stimuli are allowed to pass through and touch your heart, ensuring that only what is nurturing, safe, and supportive can enter. When PC6 is balanced, it maintains healthy emotional boundaries, preventing overwhelm, anxiety, and negative influences from affecting your heart. It acts like a wise guardian, gently blocking harmful energy while allowing loving, compassionate experiences to enter. And when this inner gate is open, the heart feels calm, protected, and clear, free from emotional turbulence. You have natural healing at your fingertips, and I'll guide you to go from stress to bliss in 60 seconds or less by stimulating pericardium 6. I will now cue the point. Let's take a moment to try this point together. All you really need to do is follow my cues. Start with a deep inhale through your nose and a relaxing exhale through your mouth. Breathe deeply and feel your belly rise. Take 2 more breaths like this and let your shoulders drop. And then continue breathing naturally. To locate pericardium 6 on your wrist, I want you to feel the inside of your left wrist with your right hand. And now place the middle 3 fingers of your right hand so that your ring finger aligns with the crease of your wrist. And lay your ring finger across the crease of your wrist and let your middle and index fingers fall naturally onto your forearm. Feel for the 2 tendons in your forearm and then rest your index finger in the space between them. This is pericardium 6. You'll find the same point on the opposite wrist. Now, stimulate the point by gently pressing inward with a comfortable amount of pressure. And if you're new to acupressure, start with a gentle pressure and adjust based on how it feels to you. You can switch to your thumb for more comfort if you desire, by placing your fingers gently on the back of your wrist. And while your finger or thumb stay in place, gently roll it upward in a circular motion towards your elbow crease and then back towards your wrist in a very small, circular kind of push-me, pull-you motion. And this gentle motion should feel soothing. Relax into this exercise as you do it and notice how you feel. Really connect with your energy. And I want you to observe, if you can, when the subtle shift occurs. Within 30 to 45 seconds, you may feel a calming sensation wash over you, often followed by a sigh of relief and a sense of relaxation. Oftentimes, I feel it in my chest as a warmth. Now, having done that, let's repeat the process on the opposite wrist. Locate the point in the same manner as you did above and allow your fingers to fall onto your wrist. Find the point, begin to stimulate it, and I'll give you a moment to sink into the point. Again, notice any sensations that you feel, especially in your heart space. We'll take about another 10 seconds and then complete this exercise by brushing your fingers across your wrists over both pericardium 6 points. And now that you've dropped into calm, feeling refreshed and centered, we're ready to begin today's episode. Welcome back, everyone, to episode 4, Rising Through the Ashes with Resilience. Have you ever faced a moment of loss that changed everything? A moment so unexpected that it left you questioning everything? Maybe even your path forward? Well, that's where I am today. Life has a way of bringing these moments to us, testing us and challenging us, but also transforming us in ways we never imagined. Today, I'm going to share my most recent raw state of loss and renewal, and how it's fueled my mission with more strength and purpose than ever before. And together, we'll dive into a practice to nurture resilience from within, even in the toughest of times. Thanks for being here with me. In September of 2024, I faced one of those moments myself. I'd lost my beloved cottage, my Zen den, a place where I'd poured so much of my essence, passion, and creativity. It wasn't just a physical space. It was a sanctuary. A place where I felt connected to my purpose, to natural healing, and to my mission. But in one devastating event, Hurricane Helene surged over 3 feet of water through my beach town, and the fire that followed at my cottage swept all of that away. And that storm was immediately followed by Hurricane Milton, causing even more devastation in its path. And the loss has been overwhelming, and the vulnerability is real. My creations, my safe space, my dreams, everything, it seemed to vanish right before my eyes. All of this seemed so surreal. And then I realized what I call a God wink, and it all just for me. The pillars of creation with heaven and earth, fire and water, met at 3 feet above the ground. My cottage burned down to the ground in 3 feet of water. Can you wrap your mind around that? Yes, I know. It has to be a God wink, saying, I have new plans for you. In that moment, it forced me to sit with feelings of grief, shock, and disbelief. And I questioned everything I'd built, everything I stood for. Yet, as I processed the loss, I started to feel something powerful shift within me. A rebirth of purpose, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. There's a silver lining when everything else is stripped away. And for me, it was a message to trust God and not lean on my own understanding. To let go. To be still. And to listen within for the deeper message. And here it is. My tranquil space. And all my things are gone. Though I am still here. And now from deep within my soul, I rise up through the rubble. And my oils, my herbs, and my products can all be replaced. And my mission has become clearer than ever. To help 1 million people access natural healing tools and self-care practices. To be a source of support and resilience for all of you. And to create a true community dedicated to growth and empowerment, even in the face of hardship. And with this fresh clarity to share what I know through my voice and my hands, my vision for this podcast and our community has evolved. And I want this space to be a hub of knowledge, a place where we can come together and share self-healing techniques and support each other on our wellness journeys. This isn't just a podcast for me. It's a movement. And together we're here to learn, to grow, and to rise up stronger than before, more resilient within. And most importantly, to share what we learn with someone else. The truth is, life's challenges, even those that feel insurmountable, can be transformed into a source of resilience and purpose. And our losses don't have to define us. Rather, they can refine us, shaping us into something stronger and more determined. And if it's one thing I have, it is tenacity and determination to make a difference in this world. So today, as we move through this practice, let's focus on resilience, the ability to rise after we fall, to keep going no matter what life throws our way, both with patience and grace, and to listen to our soul's whisper. Now let's move into a practice to embody this resilience. And today we'll focus on 2 acupressure points that foster full body vitality. Stomach 36, abbreviated as ST36, also known as leg 3 mile, located on your lower leg right below the knee, and then large intestine 10, abbreviated as LI10, or arm 3 mile, located on your forearm just below the elbow. And this pairing boosts physical energy and mental endurance, reinforcing our determination to rise and move forward. Think of it as a way to build stamina in every part of you, physically, mentally, and emotionally. This is an ancient practice, and here's how the story goes. Imagine a scene from ancient China, where a dedicated runner, deeply connected to the natural rhythms of the earth, sets out on a long journey necessitating endurance and vitality. And this runner, known for his wisdom in harmonizing his mind and body with spirit, followed a ritual that intertwined the power of nature with the wisdom of traditional healing. And every 3 miles into his run, this runner would pause, not just for rest, but for rejuvenation. And with a deep reverence for the body's energy pathways, he would gently stimulate leg 3 mile, using the side of his hand in a loose fist, and tap the point leg 3 mile on both legs 12 times for 3 sets of 12. And this sacred act enabled more stamina, enhanced his endurance, and connected him deeply with the earth's grounding energy. He would draw it up through his body. And understanding the interconnectedness of energy flow, the runner would then turn to arm 3 mile, which is LI10, large intestine 10. And he would stimulate it on one arm and then the other with the same gentle pressure with a loose fist, stimulating for 12 times for 3 sets. And this added boost of energy fueled him with resilience and strength as he prepared to run for another 3 miles. And this harmonious blend of movement and mindfulness and the natural synergy with acupressure point became the runner's secret to enduring vitality. And you too can practice the timeless wisdom of energy for a boost of energy whenever you need a lift. However, if you're pregnant, stomach 36 acupressure point is not a good point for you. It has a strong downward pull of chi or life force energy and is avoided in all the trimesters of pregnancy to minimize the risk of miscarriage or inducing early labor. So wait until your beautiful baby arrives, and then you can stimulate stomach 36 too. For now, simply follow along and locate the point with your hands. I will now cue the point. Let's take a moment to try this point together. All you really need to do is follow my cues. To start, let's locate stomach 36 on one or both of your legs. It's really easy to do this on both legs at the same time. If you can use both hands while listening to me, go ahead and try that. If you desire to do one leg at a time, that's fine too. It's about 4 finger widths below the kneecap and slightly to the outer side of the leg. So here's how to find it. Place your palm right over your kneecap and allow the fingers to drape over the knee and just gently rest on your leg. And just below where your ring finger lands is a soft indentation up against your shin bone, and this is ST36. Gently press this point with 2 fingers with your foot on the floor, or to be more comfortable, you can extend your leg forward slightly and use your thumb on leg 3 mile and just place your fingers behind your calf. So see which hand position feels better to you. Stimulate this point using small circular motions for about 30 seconds. Or try making a loose fist and tap leg 3 mile point 12 times for 3 rounds, like the ancient runner. Take slow, deep breaths. And as you do, visualize a well of energy just rising from within, a source of strength that grounds you. This point builds stamina and endurance, especially in your lower body, giving you power to take each step forward, no matter how challenging. Now, let's close this energy by brushing your fingers over leg 3 mile point on both legs. Good. And now let's move to large intestine 10, located on the outer side of your forearm, just below the elbow crease. And large intestine 10 is located on both arms. You can do this on one arm, and then we will do it on the other. To find arm 3 mile, bend your arm and put your thumb in your elbow crease. Now draw the thumb down onto the top of your forearm about 1 inch towards your wrist. And the soft spot you feel, it's LI10. This spot may feel tender, especially if your immune system is struggling or working hard. So use gentle pressure at first, and then you can deepen into a pressure that feels good to you. So press and hold this point with your thumb and gently wrap your fingers around your outer arm, or you can use 2 fingers on the top of your forearm, and you can just keep your hand on the top of the forearm. Continue to breathe deeply, focusing on your exhale. And now stimulate arm 3 mile in small circular motion for about 30 seconds. Or again, you can try making a loose fist and tap arm 3 mile point 12 times for 3 rounds like the ancient runner did. This point revitalizes your upper body. It gives you strength to your arms, your shoulders, and overall resistance. It gives you resilience, and it gives you just an uplift all throughout your body. Continue this motion for another 2 to 3 seconds, and then let's switch to the other arm. Do this in the exact same spot, in the exact same manner, on the opposite arm, for about another 30 seconds. I'll give you a moment to sink into this point. Stimulate the energy with whatever method you desire, as before, and feel the energy circulating through your body, from your legs to your arms, grounding you and lifting you up simultaneously. This will be a great boost to help you just have some revitalized energy to go forward in your day. Now, let's close this energy by brushing your fingers over arm 3 mile on both forearms. And as we reflect, let's rethink loss as strength. Loss and setbacks are universal experiences. This is not just mine, but thank you for listening. Take a moment to reflect on a time in your life when you rose up after a setback. Perhaps it was a personal challenge, or a professional loss, or a moment when everything seemed to change. Think about what you learned, the strength you found within yourself, and how that moment shaped you into who you are today. Embrace it as a source of power and resilience, a part of your journey that fuels your growth and steps you into your greatest, newest, rawest, most visible and empowered version of you. I'd love for you to join me in a Phoenix Rising challenge. Think of one small action that represents resilience, something you can commit to that will help you rise. Maybe it's a self-care habit, learning a new acupressure point, or rekindling an old passion. Whatever it is that keeps you moving, one foot forward in front of the other, no matter what, I invite you to share it with the community. Dare to be real. You can use hashtag Phoenix Rising to connect with others on this journey, knowing that you're part of a community committed to inner and outer growth. And my closing encouragement is to remember we're all capable of rising through the fire and ashes, no matter what life brings our way. And through resilience and purpose, we become our own healers, lifting ourselves and those around us. And I am the most positive and resilient person I know, having overcome many of these milestones along my journey. And I am eternally grateful for love and support from my family and friends. Let's continue to build strength with it, to rise from any setbacks and to keep moving forward with purpose and determination, to learn and to stretch together. This was not an easy podcast for me today. Remember, you're not alone on this path either. I'm here with you on this path, and I can't wait to see how we all rise together. Together, we truly are creating a wellness community that encourages and uplifts each other in our wellness journey. And until next time, keep rising, keep healing, and remember that resilience found deep within is your natural healing superpower. That's my healing touch for today. With love and gratitude, thank you for participating in today's episode. It's because of you that I keep shining my light through my voice and my hands. I'm so excited to be your guide. All you need is 2 fingers and a thumb, an open mind, and an open heart to shift energy for more resilience and vitality. When you learn an acupressure point, teach one. Your healing touch is as powerful as mine. Together, we can help 1 million people using natural healing at our fingertips. If you love what you learned today, please share this episode with at least one friend and leave me a comment. Tell me how you're feeling and what else you'd love to learn about. Send me your questions about specific conditions on social media. The links are on my website at healingtouchnaturalessentials.com. I'm sure I have an essential oil and an acupressure point for that you may want to consider adding to your first aid toolbox. With your permission, I'll share your question and my answer on the podcast with the rest of our community so everyone can listen and then learn too. All the resources and links will be in today's show notes. You can always find the #1 acupressure point to calm stress and anxiety in the show notes. Just click the link and it'll be delivered right to your email. Before you go, make sure you hit the follow button so you don't miss any episodes. I'm Marci Labor, and I'll meet you here next time on Natural Healing at Your Fingertips.